Good morning guys, welcome to another video. As I'm sure you can see behind me, I'm stood down the River Wye, and as you can see from all these rocks here, it's very low. Been here for a couple of days. I was out yesterday with a chap called Graham and a few other people. Graham, who I'm with here today, you may see in the video. We will do something rather special, which I can't go into just yet, but watch this space. I'll fill you in a few weeks' time. But we were out doing something a little bit special yesterday. But for today, we have stayed on the same stretch we were on yesterday. I should add, I wasn't fishing yesterday. You haven't missed anything. But we're going to be doing a bit of fishing today. As I say, Graham's with me. He's just downstream. You may well see some of him. We've come to this stretch. Beautiful sweeping bend here. Got some shallow water just in front of me here, which I fancied doing a bit of trotting in, of course. Do love trotting the Wye when I can. It's often up, often high. Often you have to use feeders, have to use leads, have to go on the ledger. So when I can, I like to do a bit of trotting. I'm going to do a bit of trotting through this fast run here. Hopefully catch some chub and some barbel. That's the plan. It's about 10:30 in the morning now. We can stay until it's dark, should we wish. Not sure we're going to stay all day, but we'll just suck it and see exactly how it is. We can also have a move up around this corner here. There's some slightly different water up there, but we'll touch on that as and when and if we do it. So yeah, the plan is my usual tactics on here. I've just sprinkled in some mixed pellets. I've got some krill, some halibut, various sizes from sort of 3 to 6 mil. I sprinkled some of those in, some garlic hemp, and I'm going to planning to fish luncheon meat on the hook. May put a pellet on the hook. Not sure exactly what. We may change over to feeder rods if we need to in the afternoon, but we'll just play it by ear really, but would love to catch them on a float if we can. That's the plan. Right, it's enough waffle. Let's get all the gear out here and we'll run to it. So guys, trotting gear is my usual stuff. If you've seen any of the previous videos, my Dower Tournament Pro 15 foot Abu 506 Mark II close face reel and a Drake alloy stem dome top stick float there, and just cocked with an Olivet down there. I'll stick a link up there and in the description up there, even in the description down below, to a video if you want to see exactly how I tie this up. But I'll stick all the info in the details below the video as well, just so you can go and have a look at that at your leisure. What I'm going to do is fish in here, fish relatively over depth. It's probably 2.5, 3 foot in here. So I'm going to fish maybe about 5 foot. We'll have to suck it and see a little bit. Really hold the float back hard. Just run the meat through perhaps half the speed of the flow, and we'll start off like that. And we'll see exactly how we get on. But fingers crossed, we'll have a few chub and barbel. So guys, first chuck in. Looking forward to this. Never fished here before. Always good to wet a line in a new place. Even better if we catch some fish. I'm sure we will. We had a bit of rain going yesterday. Came up about 4 inches, so hopefully that'll have the fish's appetites whetted. Oh, that was a bite. Have I been mugged? Yes. Well, better not first run through. That's a good start. Bit of a showery day forecast today, so we might get a bit wet, but what's new, always get a bit wet when I go fishing. It's early stages of fishing a swim you've not fished before. It's just getting a feel for it and sort of trying to find out where the float is likely to get dragged under, where there's perhaps big boulders on the bottom. Where it will run through nicely. And of course setting the depth appropriately. I need to shallow it just a touch. catching the bottom, so we'll just shallow up 6 inches. Been told this is not the easiest swim to float fish, so bit of a challenge. I don't mind a bit of a challenge. There we go, brilliant. Great stuff. What's this? Feels like a chub. Shaking his head and heading for the edge, so I think it is. I'm not sure, it feels like a decent one there. Oh, it's a decent one. Blimey. It's a good start. Felt like a decent fish. God, powering this flow. Getting in this slacker water. Yeah. Cool, he's wolfed that down as well. Come on. Cool, powering this flow. I think I'm going to have to reach for the net. Come on, you. Up you come. Got him. Cool, that's a clonker to start with. Fantastic. That's about that, guys. That's a clonker. Wonderful stuff. Thought it felt big. There we go, guys. Another quick look at him. That's a cracking fish. Straight off. He's had a bit of a rest in the net, so he's raring to go. Cracking start. Right. Well, that was a good start. I think about 3rd or 4th run through. I can only run down off the rod tip here, holding back hard. Probably only about 1/3 of the way out, so let's say we may have to get out a little bit further if we want to run out further down, or we'll shallow up and just let it run through fast, see what happens. So we just get a feel for it first off. Oh, yeah. Blimey, right at the top of the run. I wasn't expecting that at all. Just trying to find a foothold. Just trying to get a little bit further out, and something's just smashed that. Stumping. I think it's probably a chub. Nearly pulled me over. But I am just giving line, so maybe it's not a chub. Let's just go to the top. I think it might be a barbel. Yeah, just grabbed that right at the top of the run. I was just trying to take another step out. There's a huge rock between my legs. No, it's not. It's a chub. God, I can't believe that. What a scrap. Feels like a good net. No, I'll be alright. I'll probably be able to chin him, actually. Thanks. I'll try anyway in this fast water. It's so fast. God, he had me fooled. I really thought I was a barbel then. God, I'm really pulling this flow. Come on, chap. God, another cracking fish. God, you had me fooled. Got him. Cracking. How's about that? Wonderful. You nearly pulled me off my feet, mate. There we go. Cracking. Morning.
Okay. Get out your way now.
No worries.
How long will you do that for today then, do you think?
Till I can't stand up anymore. It's fun. Till it stops becoming fun, that's when I had enough. There we go. Ooh, really. Well, we're in again, guys. What's this? Is This is staying mid-river. No, head shakes. Head shakes coming into the edge. Certainly advantage standing back here with this fast water. Trying to bring up in that really fast water. Blimey. Great stamp as well, isn't it? I mean, look at the size of that. Cracking fish. There you go, guys. Another lump. Fantastic. Well, when it's decent fish. So guys, I've got out of the water a little bit. I was a bit concerned if I was fishing this gully, I might be spooking them by standing out there. It's making life a bit more tricky as far as running the float through goes. I'm not able to hold back like I was. But I had a couple of chub now doing this, keeping the bait going in as well. So it does seem to be working. The fish do seem to be moving up a little bit. So fingers crossed. Perhaps it was just me being in there that's spooking them a little bit. Well, it's very nice today doing this, I have to say. Not had any rain yet, but it does look like it's about to chuck it down. So we'll see. We'll see if the clouds scoot by or if we get a soaking. There we go. I've got her in. Trying to get under that tree. I imagine this is a chub. It took a while to get another bite. He's desperately trying to get under that tree. I think we've turned him. Some willows over there and they're just so desperate to get underneath. Let's come right to the top. Head shakes coming into the shallows. God, it's been a while since we've had a bite, but a nice chub by the looks of it. Cracking. Standing in the water, catching chub. Not moan about if we do catch a barbel, obviously that's a bonus, but I could do this all day. It's absolutely fantastic. Another cracking white chub. Fantastic. Brilliant. Right guys, I've had a bit of a break. Just been feeding the swim a little bit. It's been a shower gone over. So I'm sort of taking cover from that a bit. But it's been a bit quiet for me. Graham's, as I said, ledgering below me. He's had a chub and a nice barbel between sort of £8 and £9 cracking fish. So yeah, there's certainly fish here. But they're not crawling up the rods today, but we're having to work at it a bit, but makes it all more worthwhile in the end, doesn't it? But as I say, I've been rested this swim up for probably half an hour, I should think now. We'll see if we can do anything else. Probably be better off personally if I was wanting to catch some barbel. Probably be better off ledgering today. But I'm out again in a few days' time on the white, and it's supposed to absolutely bang it down with rain. I'm sure it's going to come up quite a lot, and I think that day I'm going to have to do some ledgering. So quite keen to trot today, make the most of it before it comes up. There we go. That's a bite. Blimey. Blimey. I think we know what this is. It's going over there. Ay, ay, ay. I gotta stop it. Oi, 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 oi. Oh, no, 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 no. Stop, stop, stop. It's really trying to get in those trees. It makes me think it's a chub, but it's got right under there. Come on, out, 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 out. First bite for quite a while. I think it is a chub. Well, it's going for those trees, but blimey. God, what a scrap. I'm bending this rod. Blimey. God. I think it must be a chub the way it was going for that cover. Not doing a chubby thing of coming in the edge. It's just sort of wallowing about in the middle. It's given up now, so I think it is a chub. As I say, first bite for a while, so very happy about that. So he's just jumped out down there as well. This is a chub, another decent one. God, I had to put the brakes on that big time. It's really trying to get into those willows, as they do. God, what a clunker. Come on, Mr. Chub. Here you come. God, huge mouth. God, it's an absolute donkey. No wonder we had a hell of a scrap off him. Come on. Can we get him in? Can I grab hold of him? That's a bit too big to grab hold of. That is an absolute tank. I think we'll put him in the net. And have a look at him. Can barely hold him. Oh guys, there we are. How's about that for a chub? Absolute tank. I'll throw it over the water here, so if he flips, he'll just go straight back in. But yeah, God, no wonder you had a game stopping him. Fantastic. Right, back you go, fella. God, that's a proper one. Well guys, it took several hours, but finally seen some barbel starting to flank in this gully in front of me here. Just pretty much straight in front of me over there. See one or two barbel flanking. There's a big rock I can see on the bottom, just about make it out on the bottom. There's certainly some fish around it now, so certainly on some barbel. I'm sure there'll be some chub there as well. We'll keep running this meat through. See how long they'll ignore it for before we get a bite. So guys, I've had about an hour rest in a swim, good hour. I've continued feeding. There's lots and lots of barbel showing now in this gully in front of me. So I've resisted casting for, like I say, at least an hour, perhaps a little bit longer than that, just to try and get them upon this feed, get them feeding a bit confidently. Straighten up that top section. So I'm going to have another go now. It's about 4:30ish, something like that. So we'll see. It's been fairly quiet this afternoon. Graham's been ledgering below me. He's had a few knocks and taps, but nothing particular to sort of strike at, as it were. But yeah, it's interesting now these barbel are in this gully in front of me. So hopefully we can perhaps get a few bites. I'm not desperate to catch barbel today, I have to say, on a float, but I'm sure there'll be some chub in there as well. Hopefully, anyway. Hopefully there'll be a few chub in there with them. We can perhaps drink a few more out. It's been some cracking chub today. Some absolutely cracking chub. Real good ones. Damaged hook link. Let's change that. Keep this bait going in. Yeah, it's worth it mentioning, you know, when you're fishing a Y, especially when, well, wherever you're fishing, but a lot more on the Y with all these rocks and boulders and snags everywhere. Keep checking your gear, making sure it's in good condition. That hook link there was damaged. Worth changing it. Just a bit frayed. Bit of line sticking out off it. So obviously it's weakened. Ooh, blimey. It's so slippery here. Right, come on fishies. Right, we should run down that far side there, if we can get it to run. So shallow through here. Like I say, I'm a bit loath to get out there again in the water, because I think perhaps I spooked these fish earlier, which is why it took a few hours to get them back out again into this gully. Oh, we're in. Saw that float go under. I thought is it the bottom? I was heading for the trees again, so I think we know what this is. And it's really go for those trees. God, blimey. God, don't they ever power off of those trees? To keep this rod up as much as possible, keep that line away from the snags, but also get some side strain on them, get them away from those trees. Feels like another good chub. We've had some clonking chub today. Been absolutely fantastic. Cool, taking line again. I think it is a chub, pretty sure it is. But blimey, they're scrapping this fast water as well. Wow. Absolutely wonderful. You in, mate? I thought we had a double hookup then. God, it's taking line still. Tis a chub, I've just seen it. But blimey, what a scrap again. God, some cracking chub in here. God, still taking line. God, it's another lovely fish. God, he's not done yet. Come on, out of there. Don't go and upset them barbel. It took hours to get them up into this gully from wherever they've been. Don't get upsetting them. God, a cracking fish. Put the net under him. It's still not done. It's unbelievable. You're a chub. What a scrap. Not huge, but he's another cracking fish. Look at that. Got him. God, another lovely fish. Well guys, another cracker. Absolutely fantastic. This is great. It's not easy to work for these bites, but loving every minute. Fantastic. God, blimey. There's a barbel. It's quite a long way down. Perhaps we need to run down a bit further. That's a bite. Yes, I saw that go. Again, heading straight for the trees. Yeah, I felt that one. I was sort of holding it back a bit. Not pulling quite as hard as the previous chub. I think he's quite of the same stature. He's still trying to get in that tree. I certainly know where that willow is. Come on. Oh, another barbel jumping out there. God, that is another decent fish. Net him? Or are we going to chin him? I think I might be able to get my hands around this one. Some of them today, they've been so big. I'm going to get my hands around them to pick them up. I think this one's a little bit smaller, so we'll get our hands around him just about. He says. Just about. God, another cracking fish. Look at the size of that. Absolute tank. Wonderful. And just about hold him with one hand. So we'll quickly get him unhooked and get him back. God, beautiful. Beautiful condition. Beautiful colours. God, wow. Well, some cracking fish in here. Absolutely wonderful. And I'm loving this. These barbel have stopped flashing in here again. I think maybe they've pushed off again. They just perhaps don't like the pressure of me running this float through. There's certainly been some jumping out further down. So maybe that we need to run this float down a little bit further. No, that's it. I'm going to call it a day at that, I think. We've had about 5 last casts now. Time's getting on. Got a bit of a longer drive than normal today to get home, so I think I'm going to call it a day at that. But we've had a good few hours at it. Not a full day like I normally do down here, but as I say, that's due to things that happened yesterday, which I can't go into at the moment, but I'll be able to fill you in on in a couple of weeks' time. So yeah, this flashing's all stopped in front of me, which is sort of making me think perhaps it's time to go. It may well be that the barbel switch on later on, as is often the case. But well, a thoroughly enjoyable few hours down here. We've done about it's about 6 o'clock now, so we've done about 8 hours. So yeah, I've had a cracking time. Countless chub and some really nice ones, as well. So yeah, absolutely cracking time. And as I mentioned, back down here again in a few days' time, and I'm sure that's going to be on the ledger because the river's going to be up. Not on this beat. We're on a different beat in a few days' time. Anyway, I'm waffling. Time to go. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Tight lines. Many thanks to the channel patrons for your wonderful support. Good luck when you get out there yourselves, and I'll see you all again very soon.